And welcome back to another episode of MCEternal 2, where we actually literally just ticked over day 200, which I think was Black Market Container. Nice. Do I have any other loot things? No, I've claimed them. Right. Minor couple of updates since last episode. I'd forgotten to put the deployers in to be gathering the cocoa. That's now in. Had to add a couple more water wheels. And to try and speed things up a little bit, the rats in here now have the bee upgrade. Plus there's a beehive with one bee in it. Kind of need to get some more in there. Chickens look like they may still be escaping. But that's okay. Things have been progressing, and look at that. Grab a couple of stacks of Jaffa Cake, and who knows? Next time we come back to the factory, after whatever we're doing today, it might even still be running. We'll probably have to keep maintaining things. And then hopefully going to have a couple of rats that we can have to just breed up some more, in case we just want to do some simple automation. Something I just realized, a few episodes back I started walking around with this in my inventory because I thought it added luck just having it there. No. It's combined with Lucky Rock to upgrade it, which I think somebody did mention in the comments and I misunderstood how it worked. So that's pretty cool. We can actually have another upgrade, maybe the tool durability one. That's kind of nice. Right, let's see what we get from our black market container. A blazing flask, and we just got some other stuff. It's a relic. You need to upgrade this relic to level 1 to use this. 1 experience point for every 5 seconds of flight. Is this like a flying thing? Huh. Let's chuck this in. Does this not... I don't really know what it does. It doesn't seem to go in any of these slots. I guess it's like a potion you hold in your inventory and something happens. Maybe you drink it, you get flight. And we got plastic waste. These we can only get from loot crates or fishing, I think. So this might actually be useful for making plastic, which we can use to make cage decorations. Or rat tubes. Oh, these could actually be handy for maybe having like places rats can run and not get, interrupted by each other. Could be neat, could be neat. We've done enough rats recently. You are more lucky, more fishing. Well, I know where that's going to go. And what is this? It's a light. Sure. Sure. And I'll chuck this over with my fishing stuff. These crops are a little bit worse for wear. Just weeds growing everywhere. Neat. Okay, today I want to get an aeroplane, which is not this quest. Do we have a quest for like immersive machines? But, okay, so no quests for these, but immersive machines might not be the one. Planes? Immersive aircraft. Cool. I would like a plane. So we can make a biplane, a quadricopter, a gyrodyne, a warship. Looks pretty intense. Let's start with a biplane. So we're going to want a bunch of these mechanical crafters, which shouldn't be too bad. And some sails, which are just wool and that. We might even have everything for this. A seat, which is just wool and a slab. Hulls, which are casings and iron. Propeller, which looks pretty straightforward, and the engine will be potentially the more difficult one. So we've made precision mechanisms by hand. This needs an actual blaze burner. We have a couple of these. I think we can pull this off. Now, let's start with getting a couple of these mechanical crafters. We've got 7, we need 11. So some rose quartz. Now these, it's just 1 to 1, right? So we need some more. Redstone quartz, we're out of quartz. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of these chickens because they are very noisy. Thank you for your service. And hey, daily reward. Not as useful now. I mean, I guess the loot crates are cool, but we have plenty of Jeffers. And then hay. Let's just make a couple of extras. And then this will make a plane. Now, I'm thinking maybe we make an airport. I don't know if we're going to do that today, so let's temporarily set up something, I guess, in the rat factory, just because we have like power there. I might assemble these other bits and pieces. This is pretty straightforward. This looks not too bad. Yeah, let's just quickly craft these bits. All right, we have the bulk of the stuff organized. We're just waiting on the advanced engine. And what's happening with the cactus rat? Are you stuck? Or are we just waiting on? I think there's a rat stuck somewhere. Look, I'll just take the green dye. And we can just put that there and that there. That can work away making some of that. Now you've gotten stuck. Okay. Well, yep, we'll just let that do its thing. I'd better sleep. Alright, so the thing we are after. So I've got a precision mechanism. These are some upgrades we can get. For the advanced engine, we need these sturdy sheets. And these are also used for some of these upgrades. Like if we wanted this reinforced hull. We'll see how easy this is to make. So sturdy sheets require lava and then to be pressed twice. And for getting obsidian, we can crush it with that, so that's not happening. Cultism, we could squeeze it. We could get that. Tell me about the Ender IO one. Just a sag mill. We have one of them. Since we're kind of crafting this by hand, let's bulk craft it for now. Once we eventually get around to like applied energistics automation, we can automate it like people normally do, but this is actually going to be quite a lot of obsidian. I guess we'll make a whole bunch of these sturdy sheets. They are used for like the destruction gadget, create gunsmithing, and exchanging gadgets. So yeah, they're used for some stuff. And if you want to get into trains, unless there's another recipe for them. No. So yeah, let's make a few. We'll use them at some point, I assume. Spout into here. You're not going to pump stuff. But if we had a drain, think we still need a pump. I don't think this just automatically goes in. Nope. And we can't get the lava out. Okay. We can do that. And there we go. We have lava going into this. Oh, you used a lot of lava. Okay, let's just use all of this. I'm going to put that back in a second. Right. Yeah, okay. And then we want to, let's replace this guy with a press. You are running? Yep, looks like it. And then this just needs to be, no. This will slowly make sturdy sheets. Back in a second. Okay. We'll leave this temporary setup here in case we need some more sturdy sheets before I actually automate it. So, actually, let's just plonk this here because it will go back here eventually. Eventually. So now we should have what we need to get an advanced engine, which is going to be the last thing we need for the plane. We will, however, need to see if, and I suspect this will be too much pressure. Yep, overstressed, but we could temporarily do that. And assemble a plane. And hey, a plane. And you can just reconnect. And we'll pretend we didn't do that monstrosity. And then hopefully the plane doesn't break anytime soon. And once we set up like an actual airport, we can have like a plane workshop part of it or something. Let's put plane stuff in here, I guess. I mean, actually, maybe we want to do some upgrades. So I'm picking this thing's big. We have enough chickens. So let's plonk them down here. Cool. No fuel. Nice. So boost rockets, fuel slot, weapon slot, upgrade slot. Okay. This year was why I made some extra upgrades. So we could make extra durability. I'm probably not going to be fighting stuff in it. Well, at least that's not the plan. So maybe we go for this takeoff speed. That could be nice. So we got that, we got that. A water engine might be cool if that means we can run our plane on water instead of lava, which I think is what this runs on. So there's an upgrade gear. Now there were quests for this, but it has a dependency on something. I don't know what. Probably like this stuff. But that's okay. And then we can chuck in the upgrade. I don't know if that actually gave it different landing gears, but cool. Let's try and get this water engine thing. Sturdy pipes, that would actually be okay. Because it's cheap. And this is 10% engine power. Can we have multiple? Because we're going to lose 20% engine power. don't know, let's waste some copper if that's not the case. Yeah, you cannot. Okay, alright, that was a waste. That's okay. Industrial gears, that's pretty straightforward as well. We don't have iron sheets on us. Let's just go and eat up more iron sheets. Alright, let's get some of them. Getting a little bit low on iron. Oh, I just threw... I threw a rotten egg into the water and it actually made a cockatrice. I didn't actually mean to make you, buddy, but... Okay, so throwing rotten eggs. Oh yeah, you're there. You can just hang out there, mate. I'm not entirely sure what we do with you. You make noises. Okay, cool. Just here to make some iron sheets. Alright, if we grab a bucket of water. Is this everything? Oh, I still need to make another one of these basic engines. Okay, sure. I do have one more blaze burner left. Could use it for making steam power, but nah. Let's make this thing. So I need another basic engine. Cool. Basic engine. Let's make a water engine upgrade. And if this lets us run the plane on water, that's going to be nice. A little bit of a decrease in engine power, but water for fuel. It doesn't. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. So this is like the mining machines. Apparently you can just eventually... You can eventually do that. Okay, cool. I hope you kept all the upgrades. You did. Alright. So you still need lava for fuel by the look of it. And I wonder how far one bucket of lava will get us. Yeah, that's definitely... I mean, that's quite a bit of fuel. And then... Oh, spacebar to start. Oh, I feel like you're actually going to need a proper runway. Okay. I don't know how to fly. I like that. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need an actual runway. Alright, start picking up speed. Ignore the wings crashing into the stuff, and then, hey! Nice. It is a little bit slow. Maybe I should have made the helicopter because it's probably easier to land on places like this. But we can at least do a flyby. Is that an angry goose? That's a goose with a red name. That shoots fireballs. Okay. And oh, that's that big purple thing. That looks cool. It's a nether portal up there. Still got a bit of fuel left. Yeah, some extra engine power might be nice. Oh, there's a waystone up here. That's kind of cool. There's balloons. Yep. G'day. Yeah, I think there's a boss somewhere around here. I think the helicopter might have been a better choice for being able to land on like these things. And yeah, the render distance is a little bit. But this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, fuel lasts a while. I wonder if we can put like a tank in here. And then we can see what our base looks like. I really need to fix the back of it. I might not fill in that whole square and just kind of make the side of it like a cliff. But alright, and then if we want to land this, we actually are going to need a runway. Coming in hot. On shift to stop it. That is pretty fun, actually. That's neat. How hard was it to make a gyrocopter? Slow but easy to maneuver. Oh, I was gonna make another one of these things. Perfect for building, and that's about it. Not safe for use in bad weather. Muscle-powered copter. Give it a good push and off it flies. Oh, so this doesn't need... Ah. You can craft this yourself. This one's like the easy... Okay, so this is possibly the first one you make. I wonder if that's better for like landing on stuff. Let's just quickly whip up one of these. I just want to see if that's going to be better for like checking out those things up in the sky, because this one probably nice for traveling. Like we don't really have a good travel solution at the moment, but for like landing in tricky places that don't have a runway, not so much. Not so much. Okay. Should be the last bits and pieces for a gyrodyne. So this kind of sounds like you just push. And it kind of hovers, uses a bunch of saturation, but handy for landing on stuff. Yeah, that's going to be the trick, I think. Now, interestingly, this food isn't actually that saturating. Not that it's not saturating, it's just not the most saturating. Yeah, alright. I'm going to clear out a little bit of an area for temporary airport. For a temporary airport. I'm not quite ready to construct a full one. I'm thinking long term. Like we need a decent runway. Maybe here we'll have to flatten off a bit of terrain. Like a decent amount of terrain. Is that going to be cool? Then we can have like a bridge going across if we want. Just thinking if we like put it here, it's kind of in the way. I don't know. I'm not quite really pre-planning it. We could put it on the roof of this. The roof of this is probably long enough, but nah. I'll flatten an area up across the river. And yeah, it could be a good place for an airport. And then we can have like a workshop on the side or something. I don't know. I had to go gather quartz from the nether, so we got some stuff. I'm going to chop these trees down. Alright, well that is a big flat area. We'll do something about that quite harsh terrain transition there, but this should be enough. If I had lava. This should be definitely enough runway. And I'm thinking in terms of making an airport, we can get like a big long runway down here, which would look pretty cool. And then kind of like a workshop here might be kind of nice. With like a big door that you can take the planes in. Is it worth doing so much when there's only a couple more different aircraft we can get? I guess we can get like an airship, a cargo airship, a warship, which I think they kind of all use bits of the other ones. So you'd kind of go from airship to cargo airship to warship, which, yeah, maybe this will be a cool one to get into next episode once we build the airport. I think I do want to build it and then have like the contraption set up for making those planes, and we can test out some of these things, like a Gatling steam engine. I mean, there's some create stuff we haven't got into at this point. Although, is like a train casing that intense? That's okay. We're going to have to potentially look at properly making sturdy sheets and getting some lava generation as well. Right, I'm going to take this with us because it's kind of slow and uses up all your saturation. Just hope we can find somewhere to land this thing where we're going. Now, can we put this in here? No. Makes sense. And we can't just like inventory do that. We'll leave this here. And we'll take this one with us. And maybe we'll hold on to that. Yeah. And then, yeah, this will definitely be enough runway. And if I push the right buttons, we have liftoff. That's pretty cool. Oh, actually, first-person view is pretty neat. Okay, no, this is the better view, definitely. Now, was this the island with the goose? I don't see a goose there. We've got a slime island over there. We got something down there. Oh, is that a cage up the top? I wonder if that's where the wilderness is. Oh, we can kind of see it through the cloud. I don't think you're quite supposed to be able to see that. That would make sense. Was this the island? I mean, it's got like amethyst stuff growing on it. I don't think it was. It looks like it's just like a floating amethyst geode. We've got to see what this is. It's a somewhat smaller air balloon. We've got actually something over here. That's a cloud storage chest. It's a balloon spawner. Cool. And is this like a cloud spawner? I think that's a cloud spawner. That looks like cloud blocks. Well, that's cool to know. Yeah, if we had weapons on our plane, we could attack them, but not yet. And then this had... I've lost the Goose Island. Well, let's check this out. So I need to land. How about down the main street of the village? It's not really built for... Oh, yeah, no. No. We're coming in hot. Realistic. Now, somebody said that this guy would attack them every time they went into a village. The old trash man. I wonder if it's because my alignment's pretty good. Like, I haven't done anything that lowers my alignment. Okay. Let's plonk down this. Let's go have a look up here. I mean, we probably could land the plane up here, to be honest. Yeah, just choose through your saturation. Food-powered flight. Let's see what we got up here. A undead brute spawner. And I've just spawned one of them. Dread Pirate LeChuck. It's time for a Jaffa Cake. Dread Pirate LeChuck. I don't know what happened to Dread Pirate LeChuck. I don't think we need a waystone here. And I would very much appreciate having a waystone. Yeah. What is an undead brute? Kind of just looks like a zombie. Dread Pirate LeChuck. I don't know where he is. Oh, it's one of those clouds. Oh, that's actually going to be a little bit of a problem up here. Do I have any arrows? I don't really. What if I can get some feathers? Okay. Survived. That might be Dread Pirate blah blah blah. That's Dread Pirate LeChuck. Okay, he spawned down here. What are you? Fighting in a village is not ideal. Go, Trash Man. We need to get this down. Down here, Dread Pirate LeChuck. Okay. Alright. I don't want to hit that iron golem. You fire at that. Okay. Let's try another Jaffa Cake. Oh. I feel like the Iron Golem did a lot of the heavy lifting there. Yeah, my stuff's up there. And it will be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Good if you could get your fuel back out of here, because we're gonna... maybe we'll try take off. Off this thing. And we'll just pick up our... What's this thing? Gyrodyne. Nice. No, hey. I already beat the boss guarding this. We don't need cursed armor that casts spells. Interesting, with a shimmer shield. What's a curse of vanishing? And a chess piece figure. Electrum bamboo war pick. So I think this is like a... Is this like a pickaxe and a crossbow? Is that what this thing is? What an odd combination. It seems to be, although I don't have arrows, so I can't actually test it. It looks like it's got like a crossbow string. And it has projectile power. So I have to assume... I assume a war pick is crossbow pick? And this totally wasn't worth it. Not even a little bit. Let's try and get out of here. I wonder if we can just like fall off the edge and start flying. Oh. Okay. Maybe we don't really need the helicopter. There's this thing down here. I don't know if I've been here. I get the feeling that I might have. And actually, I don't know how we're going to take off if we land right there, so... Maybe we'll put her down in this orchard. This looks more interesting. I thought that was the sound of it breaking. Oh, this is nice. Is that mine colonies building stuff? Oh, supplementaries. Very nice. Create chairs. This is definitely a custom thing. Hey, a crafting blueprint. Oh, it's an empty one. I thought it was like an actual blueprint for something. Okay, that makes sense. So what was that like? Placed on a wall, it can be used to specify ingredient arrangements for easier manual crafting. Okay, I don't quite know how that works. Sounds cool though. Creepy here, okay. It's very much like a create themed building. Oh, haven't eaten that. Can't eat it yet. And haven't eaten that. Oh hey, create. Create goggles. Like we could make them, but still. Oh, they gotta go there though. That's not happening. Enchanted book. Another enchanted book with no enchant. Cool. Yeah, I think this is just like potentially a really good starter base if you've found this. Got a campfire at the front, which I think keeps monsters away. I think that's still a thing. Oh, hello. Hang on. I mean, we don't really need this stuff now, but a sharpness 4 mending sword. Hey, that would have been a pretty good find. That would have been a pretty good find. Yeah, this thing's cool looking. Pillager, it's definitely a pillager thing. Alright, let's crash land down here. And I suspect pillagers. Judging by the flags. Nice. Our inventory's going to fill up with stuff pretty quick. We got something here. Have we found one of these structures before? Archivoker. Alright. Jeff Cake. You're still here. Don't you dare. Got him. Evocation rune. What's that for? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should check out some iron spells stuff. A poison ward ring grants poison immunity. Nice. Oh, what do we got? Alright. It's a neat one. Got a secret barrel behind this. There was. That's definitely not where that went. Alright, cool. Well, we beat the Archivoker. We can now make some Archivoker armor. Ooh, almost missed these. Shriving Stone. Divine Pearls. Bottles of Lightning. Like, is this useful? Ancient Codex. Energized Core. Lightning Rune for making Electromancer stuff. Okay, cool. You're right. Let's not take Curse of Vanishing. And let's not take Wheat. Guess we'll take a spell table. But alright, I'll get this plane home. We'll get an airport design for next episode, and yeah, maybe try out some like weapon upgrades on these immersive aircraft, because kind of cool, kind of cool. Anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.